In this video I'm going to review the top 5 best CPU cooler for the AMD FX 8350. If you are looking for an optimal match, then in this video, I will suggest you some best cooler for your processor to keep your CPU temperature low. When it comes to cooling the AMD FX 8350, you really do not have to take extreme measures as long as you are staying in the territory of stock clocks. You are going to need to invest in something more powerful. So, let me discuss some best CPU coolers for AMD FX 8350. I'll leave the links to the discussed CPUs in the description, you can check them for more information and latest prices. At number 1 it is Noctua NHU12A. The NHU12A is the latest 5th generation of premium quality quiet best CPU cooler for AMD FX 8350 coolers from Noctua's award-winning NHU12 120mm size series. It combines two of Noctua's flagship model NFA 12x25 PWM 120mm fans with a fully redesigned heatsink of CPU air cooler. The best CPU cooler for FX 8350 contains 7 heat pipes and an increased fin surface area for superior heat dissipation, designed to push the 120mm form factor envelope. This way, while having a 120mm class case and PCI compatibility, the NHU12A will cope with several 140mm size best coolers performance. Best air cooler for FX 8350 topped off with a trusted, pro-grade multi-socket mounting system Secufirm 2 and the validated NTH1 thermal compound from Noctua. In addition, the NHU12A is a deluxe option that blends top-tier performance with outstanding compatibility and excellent operational quietness of the air cooler. The best CPU air cooler for FX 8350 NHU12A, which stands 158mm long, is low enough to fit most typical mid or high-end tower cases. Measuring 125mm, including fan and fan clips, on most standard ATX or micro ATX motherboards, the cooler stays clear of the top PCI slot, guaranteeing maximum compatibility multi-GPU configurations of the FX 8350 cooler. It is little bit expensive, but in purchasable range. Excellent RAM case. Don't be overhung the RAM slots. Good PCI compatibility for an excellent performance. Fans are too quick work due to low noise adapter. It is super easy to mount and remove the fan compared to other mounting systems used today. At number 2 it is Cooler Master Hyper 212 EVO. The Hyper 212 EVO also comprises multiple proprietary continuous direct contact (CDC) heat pipes from the best CPU cooler for AMD FX 8350. These are closely fit CPU cooler bases in a flat series. It serves as a chamber of simulated vapor that dissipates a significant volume of heat. Best air cooler. The aluminum fin structure has been refining to put the best CPU air cooler for FX 8350. Well-balanced cooling efficiency delivers perfectly balanced fin optimizations between high and low speed operations of a good air cooler. The 4 direct contact heat pipes provide the CDC, continuous direct contact, proprietary technology best air cooler for FX 8350. It creates a delicate, streamlined heat conduction surface. Wide-range PWM fan for outstanding airflow with a particular wave-shaped blade configuration. Compatible with AM4 of CPU air cooler. A pleasant diversion from the solid black fan blades often used on coolers is the semi-transparent fan shroud and blades. The fan is a standard 120x120x25 form factor, which provides 602,000 RPM PWM power of FX 8350 cooler. Its installation is slightly trivial, but an excellent cooling system is provided by Flipper optimization. The supreme and superior cooling does come at a premium price, so it might not be the best one out there if you don't want to spend too much, but it definitely is exceptional if you can. Overall, is a great investment for those who are looking to cool the AMD FX 8350. At number 3 it is Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 4. Dark Rock Pro 4 best CPU cooler for AMD FX 8350, which provides 250 WTDP and nearly inaudible activity with tremendous cooling performance. For overclocked devices and taxing workstations excellent. 2 Silent Wings PWM fans feature sophisticated fluid dynamic bearings and a silent front frame with quiet 6-pole funnel-shaped engines best air cooler. At full fan level, the best air cooler for FX 8350, the Wings 3 fan, produces exceptionally high air pressure at just 24.3 dBA. In addition, 7 high-performance copper heat pipes have wave-contoured cooling fins with optimum heat conductance for improved air circulation of the FX 8350 cooler. Cutouts increase the best CPU cooler for FX 8350 RAM compatibility of the unique black coating of ceramic particles on the cooling fins. However, it requires an extra 120mm fan to support perfect heat transfer. Advanced fluid dynamic bearings, smooth 6-pole engines, and airflow optimized fan blades include the 2 Silent Wings PWM fans of the best air cooler. Best CPU air cooler for FX 8350 took no compromise between silence and efficiency for overclocked computers and demanding graphics programmers. Airflow optimized, wave-contoured cooling fins supplement the air circulation with tiny dots on their surfaces. CPU air cooler. The main downside of this cooler is the price. While users have attested that its high price is worth it, it may be outside of the budget for some people. Also, pay attention to its size. If you're replacing a stock cooler in your CPU, the Dark Rock Pro 4 may be too large and may not fit inside the case. If you're looking for a high-end, nearly noiseless CPU cooler with a sleek design and excellent cooling performance when overclocking, then Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 4 is the best choice for you. At number 4 it is Cooler Master Hyper 212 RGB. The best CPU cooler for AMD FX 8350 is back and bigger than ever with the iconic Hyper Air Cooler. The Hyper 212 RGB black version, easily one of the best air cooling solutions, promises better installation and fantastic performance. In addition, the aluminum top cover and nickel-plated jet black fins offer a luxury visual appeal to the Hyper 212 RGB black version CPU cooler. Best CPU cooler for FX 8350. Not only does the sleek jet black make it look fantastic, but it also improves the cooling efficiency. The copper base's surface area increases, while the 4 heat pipes effectively dissipate heat away from the CPU. The stacked fin array ensures the least resistance to airflow that helps the heatsink circulate more relaxed air. Best CPU air cooler with only the click of a button. The wired RGB LED controller allows for customized colors and results. Never think about snagging the cords of the air cooler. The best air cooler for FX 8350 has a minimal RGB LED controller size that helps you modify your RGB gadgets quickly without the need for either a competent RGB motherboard or programming. With just the click of a button, you can have the vibrant appliance you usually need for the best air cooler. If you're not a fan of the usual bulky and plain design of air coolers, then the Cooler Master Hyper 212 RGB is a perfect choice. It is best for those who don't mind paying a bit more for the perks of having a compact, reliable, and efficient cooler. And the last one is Noctua NHD15. The best CPU cooler for AMD FX 8350. Successful formula of the NHD15 is to rival all-in-one water cooler's efficiency while retaining superb operating quietness. The Chroma Black Edition blends these assets with a streamlined camouflage look simultaneously with its black fans and black painted heatsink of best CPU air cooler. The best CPU cooler for FX 8350 consists of Chromax. Black Edition blends these assets with a streamlined camouflage look simultaneously with its black fans and black painted heatsink. It topped off with a popular second Firm 2 multi-socket mounting device and NTH1 thermal compound of Noctua's enthusiast-grade best air cooler. The best CPU air cooler for FX 8350 fine-tuned 6-heat pipe dual tower configuration of the NHD15 offers more surface area, improved heat management, and superior airflow performance dual fan mode compared to traditional single tower heat sinks and FX 8350 cooler. Good air cooler with standard height RAM, the NHD15 can be used up to 32mm. The NFA15 has rapidly developed a reputation as one of the best 140mm fans on the market for flow acceleration channels. AMD FX 8350 air cooler. This cooler can handle the heat at normal speed and even at a mild overclock. However, due to its small size, if you plan on getting into some high overclocks or are looking for maximum cooling performance, then may not be the Noctua NHD15 is best option for you. With the Noctua NHD15, I have come to the end of my review. These all 5 are the best CPU cooler for AMD FX 8350 for better performance. Now it's up to you which will meet your budget and requirements. In my opinion, Noctua NHU12A is the overall best CPU cooler in terms of better cooling and performance. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching this video.